Ba-ba-ba-da-dum, ba-da-da-ba-ba-bum. Hey everyone, welcome back to Notes to Self. It is my solo podcast, and I want to apologize. This podcast almost didn't happen. Long story short, I do suffer from depression and seasonal affective disorder, and this last 2 weeks really kicked my butt, and I'm getting to you a little late. I'm actually recording this about an hour and a half before it's supposed to be uploaded, so I apologize if it's a little late. I'm going to try my best to make sure it's still on time. But yeah, so this one is definitely going to be a little bit different compared to what you've heard and seen so far from me. Not that, you really come for me. I know Andrew's pretty much the only one that watches my podcast. A couple of you do, and I'm glad that you do. So thank you to you guys. But for those of you that do come that aren't Andrew, I want to say thank you. Specifically to all our fans. Everyone, our 15 subscribers on YouTube, I think we're still at 15. Our 100 plus followers on Instagram, not to mention I think we're at 40 or something now on Facebook. We still have none on Tumblr. We do have a Tumblr, people. It's literally 4 Gamers of the GAMEpocalypse on Tumblr. Pretty much the only ones on there. But yeah, thank you guys for following us and watching our videos. We really do this because we enjoy it, and that's something I wanted to mention at least in one of our podcasts. And I was going to make a separate video just of Andrew and I talking about it, but we still might, but I want to at least address it here. We aren't monetized videos, in case you haven't noticed. None of our videos are monetized. We don't make a profit from it, and we don't plan on monetizing our videos ever. Personally, neither of us really like watching commercials on a YouTube video. It's annoying. But the other side of that is, we do it because we enjoy it. We have fun doing it. And we want to make content for you guys. So that's part of the reason why that's the way it is. Anyway, but on that same note, if you guys have suggestions for us, please, we are always open. We told you already on Instagram that we're always open to thoughts and opinions, and you guys did mention something on the couple of the YouTube videos recently, specifically our backseat gaming. Andrew and I had a lot of fun with that, and a little bit of behind the scenes how the sausage is made. That video was really hard for us in editing. So Andrew and I both have a microphone attached to us, only because if we do any natural audio, it gets tinny and everything. So we have mics specialized that it catches our audio more naturally, which is what you hear in all of our videos and podcasts is our microphone audio. But the problem with the backseat gaming was, since we did have the video camera, we had an additional set of audio recording, and then we had the natural video game recording audio from the program for Pac-Man. That one was neither here nor there, but trying to streamline 3 different audio lines together is really difficult. If any of you are editors out there, you know what I'm talking about. I'm the one that edits all the videos. Andrew's the one that suggests what we do, and then we record it. So he picks kind of the content that we do, and I do the editing. So, but mind you, I work 2 jobs. I teach at a college, a university actually. I teach freshmen, and I also work at a casino, and that's the extent of what I can talk about that. But I do work 2 jobs. I'm taking night classes in graduate school, and I'm editing these videos. So it's a lot on my plate, and sometimes I may take a shortcut or I may miss something. And I appreciate you guys at least saying, hey, if you fix the audio, it would be better. That one, I definitely apologize. That one is both on me and on the nature of what that video was. Going forward with those backseat gaming, Andrew and I do want to do more of them. we will consider what we need to do with the audio. We might reduce ourselves down to one microphone only, and share it, and that might resolve that issue. As well, if you noticed a desync in audio between the actual game audio and our recording audio, that is because the program, when it records 2 seconds behind where we are. So I have to manually find where it is, and it's not always exactly 2 seconds. Sometimes it's 1.4, sometimes it's 1.5, sometimes it's 1.7, sometimes it's 2.3. It changes depending on the recording and everything. So I apologize when our audio sync is not completely lined up. I try not to do it because I'm the kind of person that notices it. But usually if I miss one, it does happen, and I apologize. And please let me know when that happens. So I will at least try to not do that in the future. So anyway, yeah, that's a little bit of how we make our videos. Like I said, so I'm actually recording this right now. It's 10:18 when I'm recording this on Friday the 15th, which is when this video is supposed to go up at noon. So yeah, I'm about an hour and a half way too close to actual cut time. So if you enjoyed the Backseat Gaming, please let us know. Also, I know it just went up recently, our behind-the-scenes special of The Barking Dead. Andrew's been doing those mobile videos on Instagram. If you've been following on Instagram as well, you would have seen Andrew does these quick, anywhere between a few seconds to a whole minute or so, videos of playing mobile games, only because, well, they're mobile games. You don't usually spend a long amount of time on it. So we don't really want to, play a mobile game and focus on that for an entire episode on YouTube. We might, depending on the game, but we usually do those short ones on Instagram. I just recently got a phone that is capable of doing that, so I might be posting some as well. We'll see where we get. But yeah, so we did that recently. And if you guys really enjoyed that kind of behind the scenes where you get the combination of real world, how we do stuff, and how the game looks and everything for us, let us know. We actually we do have the camera. It's not like we don't. So we would be glad to do combination videos where you can see us and things like that. And heck, if you even want, we could be real meta and have a video of editing and what that looks like if you're interested in how that's supposed to look. So by all means, just let us know what you want to see and what you're enjoying. And that kind of goes as a general statement. I know I said we like feedback and ideas and things. So if there's a game you want us to play, and it could be any game, keep in mind we don't have a PlayStation 4. Otherwise, we have most of the main series console games out there. So if you want us to play a game on the DS, the 3DS, the Wii, the Wii U, the Switch, the Xbox One, the 360, the original Xbox, the PlayStation 3, I think we have a PlayStation 2 around somewhere. I think the videos are coming up. We have access to a PlayStation Classic, which we can add games to that. We have a GameCube, a 64, a Super Nintendo, an original Nintendo, a Sega Genesis. Those are the consoles we do have current access to. So if you have a game for one of those that you want us to play, give us the suggestion. We'd be glad to play them. If we don't own the game, mind you, since we don't monetize our videos, we don't really have the money to buy games. But by all means, if you have an idea, you can send us a suggestion and we can talk about that. So you can leave comments on our videos and be like, hey, I'd like you guys to do this. You can actually leave a comment on a main YouTube page. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but if you just go to our actual main page, you should be able to leave a comment and you can suggest content you want to see. If you want to see us play a certain kind of game, if you want us to do like a in real life game, like if you want us to play a board game and record it, by all means we will. Andrew and I love playing board games, and it gets pretty crazy, especially if we play Clue or Life. Those are the two games that end up getting the most laughs out of all of us. Or card games. Just give us suggestions of what you guys want to see. We want to do stuff for you guys. This is us doing things that we want to do and stuff that we think you guys will enjoy. So please leave those suggestions there. If you want, you can send us personal messages on Instagram, on the Facebook page, on Tumblr. Follow us any of those places and definitely let us know what you think we should do. You can also email us. We do have an email. It's a Gmail account because, YouTube requires a Gmail account. It's for Gamers of APOC at Gmail, and it's the number 4 GMRZ of APOC at gmail.com. That is our legitimate 4Gamers email. That goes directly to my phone, so I can share it with Andrew if it's a more specific question for Andrew, things like that. But yeah, ask us questions, leave us suggestions. We like hearing feedback from you guys. We really do. And I know that I'm mostly absent, but it's because of the nature of my life right now, and I do have a level of social anxiety, so I have a hard time doing that social media outreach stuff. But please, by all means, guys, it doesn't mean I'm not interested in what you guys think. I love reading your guys' comments. I have on my phone access to the Instagram, the Tumblr, the Facebook, and the YouTube and channel. So I actually see your comments. I see your discussions. I see the posts. I read all of it, and I love everything you guys are saying, even if I don't agree with it, like the Digimon Pokemon argument. But I love seeing what you guys are saying. Like, please don't think that I don't care. I do. I'm difficult with working with social media. I'm trying harder to be more active with you guys. This is my first step in doing that, is addressing you directly. So you'll see I might start doing posts where I tag myself in it if I'm saying something in relation to you guys, and it's from me, not Andrew. I might start doing that on Instagram so you guys can see stuff and hear a little bit more. I'm just trying to be more active with everyone. So please bear in mind I'm not great at this. So work with me a little bit. But I also wanted to let you guys know that, so Andrew and I, if you've been a long-term follower of the channel, or if you discovered us on YouTube by Lord knows what, and you checked out our actual channel, you would have seen our intro video is a live-action thing of the 4 original members of 4Gamers doing a little comedy sketch thing. Except Joe. Joe doesn't really count, but all of us that work with 4Gamers, like all of us that are part of this, we all like comedy. We're all fun guys and girls. We do have a couple girls, but we like to have fun. We like comedy. A lot of us really love horror movies, but that's neither here nor there. We want to do more live action stuff, and I will tell you now, we're planning on that in the summer, because it's easier to film stuff outside when it's summertime. So we are planning more in real life stuff. So specifically to our one YouTube follower, Becca, sorry, not Becky. Becca, we do plan on doing more live action stuff. So keep an eye out for that. It will be coming more towards the summertime, only because we have more time to work on that kind of stuff. Also, I can tell you now, I will be graduating with my master's in May-ish. So after this year, I don't have graduate school, so I'll have more time to do more content, more things like that. So we are going to have a little bit wider of a scope of things coming up. So keep that in mind. I know there's a popular thing out there that a lot of YouTube channels do, and especially a lot of the gaming YouTube channels do, and we don't necessarily want to just throw it out there and be like, yeah, here we go, we're going to join the entire community that does this. We want to know your thoughts. So you've heard in our podcast, we kind of talk about games we like, games we don't like. You've heard in our roundtable discussions how we feel about certain series, certain concepts in games, things like that. So we have a lot of opinions. And Andrew and I have been teasing the idea of doing a top 10 list. And we haven't quite decided what we are going to do yet, but I know we've been talking about it back and forth. Everyone does a top 10. So we want to at least extend that invitation out to you before we do the top 10. If you have suggestions on what kind of top 10 list we should do, maybe it's a top 5, maybe it's a specific top 10 games of a certain year or a certain decade or a certain system, please share your ideas with us. We want to do some of these, but we don't want to be like all those standard YouTube channels that have a top 10 every other day or every week. I'm looking at you, Watch Mojo. I'm just kidding. I subscribe to the channel on my personal, so I know they do it all the time. But my point is, we want to give you broad content, and especially for you, those of you that have, been following the channel for a little bit, you'll notice that we have most of our videos are Let's Plays, because that's just the nature of the format. It's a lot of Let's Play stuff. But if you've noticed, we like to have a little bit more fun with a Let's Play. Specifically, backseat gaming. That is a very different kind of Let's Play that you don't see. It's more like a challenge thing. So, we're doing that. Our roundtable discussions have always been different. They're not a Let's Play at all. Our podcasts are very different. They're more of these personal kind of vignettes. I know, I'll tell you right now, we've been saving this in the chamber for later, and hopefully we can do it in the summer. If not, we'll do it at some point. Pretty much everyone that we have working on For Gamerz, behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, everything, we want to get involved in a tournament where we will play a certain set of games, and people will be ranked based on their performance in those games, and the winner will actually get some kind of either a trophy or a belt, a la WWE style. We want to do something a little bit more fun. So if you've noticed the content on our channel, we have a lot of Let's Plays, but we have a lot of interesting different things too. And that's what we're trying to give to you guys. Because we're fans of the weird, and especially if you talk to Andrew and myself, we'll at some point do a joint discussion kind of video where Andrew and I will both talk about, we love B movies. They're great. We love looking at less than stellar performances and practical effects and everything. We love B movies. They're so much fun to talk about. So we definitely will be going more in depth with other content. So if you've been following us and you're like, they do just video games, we plan on doing more. We do want to do some, not quite reviews, but reviews in the sense of movies. Because Joe never listens or watches any of our videos despite being a member. Joe, you're fired. There we go. There's my there's our one per week long of videos. We always fire Joe. But no, Joe never watches these. Joe has not seen any movies. He has a very small niche. His favorite movie is The Matrix, because he loves Neo, and that's the extent of what we know that he likes movie wise. So we always make him watch these movies, and he usually hates them. But because again, Joe's not going to listen to this, but Andrew does, and Andrew knows, and we've been talking about it for a while. We're going to do these initial responses of Joe's thoughts on these movies, and we're going to rip them apart. We're going to rip Joe apart. Joe's going to rip the movies apart. It's going to be so much fun. But we plan on doing stuff like that. We plan on having some kind of sketches, and by sketches I mean little comedy vignettes, real life things that connect to the shows and things like that. If you follow the Wumbo webcomic series, especially either their website or the Instagram or the Facebook, they post regularly comics based off of episodes that go up. I think it's been a little while since we've had one directly, but we do have those comics going up, so we're going to try to combine those things together. So we have a lot of ideas, things we want to bring to the table. We do want to do some board games or card games on the channel. It's pretty much going to be as ridiculous as we already are, so you know what to expect. But yeah, so just keep a lookout. If you've subscribed to us this far and you like what you see and you want more, we're always open to suggestions. If you think we should do not only a specific game, but we should do a specific challenge with a game, if you think we should be doing a different kind of content, give us a suggestion of what kind of content you're talking about. If you want us to make a list, if you want us to make an actual walkthrough video, like how to most effectively play this level of something. Mind you, if it's a game we know, we'll be able to help. If it's something we don't know, we're going to be blind. It's going to be hilarious. We're going to give bad advice. But I guess the whole point of this video is to say we have a lot of content, and we have a lot of content in the barrel and stuff that we want to work on. But it's taking time for us to get it out there. You've noticed, if you've followed, every month or so we release a new kind of video, and sometimes we'll return to it, sometimes we won't. You never know. We're definitely going to do more backseat gaming, I'll tell you that now, and we will fix that audio problem. We can't do anything about that video because that video file is gone. It was uploaded to YouTube, and to make room for other videos, we had to delete it. So I do not have that original anymore, so I can't re-edit it better for you guys. So I apologize for that. Same goes for a couple of the Jurassic Park videos. There was an audio problem, and we will fix that moving forward with all of our games. But yeah, please let us know. We're very interested in what you guys think. If you want to see Andrew play a game that he really hates, like Minecraft, where it's open world and there's no objective and it's just create and destroy, please, by all means, suggest it. It'll be fun. And if you want to suggest like my least favorite game in the world, which is anything that's like super horror based, or if it's real-time strategy, by all means, we'll play it on the channel. Well, I'll hate it the entire time, and I'll be scared shitless, and I'll tell you that now. But we'll do it. We have no problem doing things that you guys want to see. We want to give you something that you enjoy as well. So, yeah, just, have an open dialogue with us. I will respond more likely to YouTube comments than I will to Instagram posts, only because I feel weird about responding as the official for Gamerz and not as myself, and I forget to switch accounts sometimes. So if I don't respond right away on an Instagram post, know that that's why. But yeah, if you leave comments on YouTube, I respond. I check it every day. So if you have a comment, I usually respond within a day. But yeah, best way to get a hold of us is just leave a comment somewhere. We get the notifications. We look. And if you've noticed, we've not ever plugged to subscribe to us on any platform. We just say come back for more. That's pretty much all we do. But this will be where I actually suggest it. If you do enjoy our content on any platform, follow us on the other platforms. When we post, I'll tell you right now, if we post to Instagram, the same post goes to our Tumblr and to our Facebook. So you don't have to follow us in all three of those places. But if you follow us on the social media but not on YouTube, follow us there. If you follow us on YouTube and not on our social media platforms, please follow us on one of those. Like I said, Andrew does Instagram videos that also go to Facebook that are not on YouTube. But yeah, please actually go and follow us on those platforms. You'll see a lot more content, especially as we're moving forward and we plan on introducing new content. We will be posting stuff that is exclusive to our social media presence, and then there's already stuff that's exclusive to YouTube, so keep an eye out. We will have some crossover stuff, but we will be doing more specific stuff for each place. But yeah, like I said, sorry that this is rushed and this is kind of a less than gaming related and more personal related to the channel. I just at least wanted to let all of you know that we do care. We do. I know Andrew's not here, but he would say the same thing. We care about what our fans think. If you guys really like a type of video, tell us. If you think we should do more of a certain video game video that we may have done like once or twice, let us know. Like if you go back and watch any of our older videos on the YouTube channel, if you see one of the times we played like, oh God, Mario Kart or Smash Brothers, and you're like, you know what, that was a lot of fun. I want you guys to do more of it. Or if you watch one of those extremely long videos, we have two of them. One's coming and one's already on there. If you watch one of our hour-long videos, I apologize for doing that. But if you watch one and you're like, you know what, I'd like to see you guys do more of it, but with less time, we will. Oh, by all means, we will. We will actually return to older series and do more stuff with it. So if you're like, I want to see you guys do Super Smash Brothers Melee Adventure Mode, we will do episodes of us doing that as different characters. If you want us to play Smash Ultimate, which we have, Smash for the Wii U, 3DS, Smash Brawl, we have all those games. We don't have the original Smash Brothers for the 64. Can't explain why, but we don't. But if you want us to play an older game that we've already played on the channel, but more in-depth, let us know. We will do that. We have no problem with that. So, sorry for rambling for 25 minutes about what our channel is and where we're going. I just felt like this was the right time to at least introduce this idea that we are working towards an end goal here. So yeah, I guess this is the third time I'm saying it, but leave us comments, send us messages. Don't be afraid to speak your opinion and speak your mind. Just know that if you're asking for getting rid of me from the channel, that's not going to happen. Andrew and I have talked about it. I'm not leaving, and nor is he. The two of us are the ones that truly started this. Tiny little history before I sign off. I actually came up with this idea for this channel based solely on the idea of the round table back in 2006, 2007, when I started high school. I wanted to get three friends together with myself, and I wanted to talk about video games. That's how 4Gamers started. And it took me until 2 years ago to share my idea with Andrew. And he was like, that's a good idea, let's do that. And so 4Gamers was born out of my initial dream, and Andrew's willing to work with me. So I'm not going anywhere. Andrew's not going anywhere. The two of us are stuck with this channel for the lifetime of this channel. So if you want to see more of one of us doing content, let us know. And by all means, if you want to see me do some ridiculous stuff, let me know. I do like to have a lot of fun. You can ask Andrew in comments and everything, and he will let you know that I'm a fun person. Ignore that SpongeBob meme on our Instagram that I'm the round bob boring pants. I'm actually a fun one. Joe's the wet blanket. But yeah, so thanks for listening. If you listened at all, I appreciate it. I don't really have anything else to say. Again, thank you for following us, subscribing to us, watching our videos. Like I said, we're not monetized. We don't have 1 million subscribers. We don't have 1,000 subscribers. We don't even have 100 subscribers. We have the 15 of you guys on YouTube. So if you are from Instagram and you have a YouTube account, please follow us there. Boost our number. Make us popular. Make us be like, yeah, people want to watch this stuff. And that's my promise. This is my last plug for the entire video. I'll try not to plug ever again in any other video. If you like our content, any of it, and you think someone else you know would like it, please share with them. Be like, hey, I found this YouTube channel. I think this is pretty good. Or, hey, I follow this Instagram and they post some pretty funny videos. And please share us with your friends. Like, again, we make the content for you guys. So definitely, like I said, we consider all suggestions. And as I said earlier, you can suggest games. If we don't have the game and you do, and you don't feel weird about it, you can private message us and we will give you an address that you can send the game to. We will play it on the channel and then we will return the game to you. If that's something that you want to do and you are like, I want you to play this game, and if we don't have it, if you're willing to send it to us, we will. We will gladly accept the game and play it. But again, don't make it a public thing. Just definitely make it a private thing. We don't want to give out our address, and we don't want to put your address out there for everyone to see. So by all means, if you have a suggestion, let us know. We are always open to suggestions. So I'm going to end this now because I'm just kind of rambling at this point. Look forward to, I don't know what Andrew's doing next week at all for his podcast, and I don't know what I'm going to do 2 weeks from now. But know that it won't be as much of this. Might be a little bit more fun and more gaming content related. So anyway, thank you all for listening. Thank you for following us and subscribing to us. And I hope you all have a wonderful Friday, a wonderful weekend, and I hope we see you back some other time to listen to more me talking or Andrew talking or the whole thing. Please start listening to my podcasts. I'm just kidding. You can do whatever you want. Anyway, have fun. Bye, everyone.